This weekend we're going to be operating on North Carolina Battleship for Museum Ships Weekend. And Museum Ships Weekend is an event that the Battleship New Jersey, a fellow museum ship to ours, puts on and hosts, where all the museum ships across the world have a chance to get on the air. It's not a contest in the contesting traditional sense where you're competing against other amateur radio operators. This is one where you compete against yourself. Hey, what's up everybody? Justin, KQ4CIA, back at the Battleship, the showboat. Boom, there it is. There's Wynn, he's from the Sandhills Club. There's Norman, KI4YSY. There's Art, Miss Rita. There's Mike. There's, oh good lord, there's Jeff. We are gonna stretch a fan dipole from that tree to that tree. Mike is actually going to fly his drone. Oh gosh, Mike is going to fly his drone to do this, and we're going to operate from the pavilion today. And then while we're operating from the pavilion, we're also going to be set up inside like we have been in the past. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you saw those pictures last night. Same Instagram handle. KQ4CIA is the name, and Blackbeard's radio. So follow along. I'm going to videotape this antenna getting set up with a drone. Talk to y'all later.
Either move on or whatever. The flight plan is for us to go straight up at least twice the height of this tree, and then we're going to drape the string over the tree and slowly bring the drone down on the other side. And then we land the drone, disconnect the string, pull the rope over, do the same thing on the other side, and we're done. So that's the flight plan. We're going to go up, we're going to go over. After we go up and I'm satisfied with the height, I'm going to walk myself over here so that we can spot where we want the string. It's slightly breezy, so it might be a little bit challenging for the string. It could get blown around, so we might have to move here or there, but that's the plan. Any questions? Good. Okay. Let me get my sunglasses.
All right, so if y'all missed it, what's going to happen is we are flying a drone to move the line. Our initial throw rope for the fan dipole, which is laid out right here. I'll show you that in a minute. And once we get that in the air, we're going to take the drone up and over a tree, and then come down. We'll tie our hoist line from the antenna, and we'll be off to the races. I'll let you know when we get moving again. Mike is the one flying the drone. He is November India 2 Sierra, and we are all official observers of the drone to make sure that we don't have any issues. We're acting as safety spots. There's Matt, November Charlie 1 Fox. There's Art, and I'm sorry I forget Art's call sign. And there's Scotty, November 2 Tango Lima Bravo.
I don't see any hazards directly below. Going up.
There's the tree we're going over.
That tree's about 3/4 feet high.
Sorry for the shaking, there's a biting fly trying to attack me. So you notice how the line is staying pretty vertical directly underneath the drone. That's because of a 2-ounce weight that was put under the drone. It's hung about 6 or 8 feet below it, and that way the twine does not get intertangled in the props of the drone. It's a pretty neat trick that Mike thought of. He's done this a bunch of times. I'll zoom back out. Sorry for the occasional blurriness, guys. My camera is a little bit scratched, or my camera lens protector, I should say.
The string towards you. Give me more slack. Yeah.
All right. Excellent flying from Mike, November India 2 Sierra. Now we have the hoist line. So we'll hoist our actual antenna rope over and we'll be off to the races. Then we have to duplicate.
Also, take note that the string is over the absolute apex of the tree.
It sure is.
The drone.
Yes, yes it is.
From here, pull over that way.
Yes, sir.
So we have to duplicate the process on that tree centered. I'm not gonna film that one. And that's it. See you on the next update. Alrighty guys, here's an update with a complete job. The line's going, oh geez. The line's going over the top of the tree. Right across there, and you can see the insulator right there. It's like 20 feet of wire, and then we get into the part that is the fan dipole. And you can see the center insulators there, and then we start into 3, and then we have the actual initial splitter or unun. I'm honestly not sure what that is. The vertical wire is just coax, and then the rest of it goes to there. It's about 20 feet out of that tree, and then it's running into here. This wonderful gentleman right here is Jeff Bixby. He's one of our club members. And then we have the Sandhills Club from the Fayetteville area of North Carolina in as guest operators for the program as well. So they're all over there. All right, guys, I'm Justin, KQ4CIA. Talk to y'all later. Hey guys, slide update. We're on the Battleship now, operating with the Sandhills Amateur Radio Club. They're out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're in Wilmington. We're in Radio Room Central. There's the encryption room, or the coding room. You can see the US's version of the Enigma right there. Inside of that room, down there where Ms. Rita is sitting, they're running 20 meters in there, and we are running 40 in here. We're also using an Elecraft K3 with a display and an external speaker. We log in with N3FJP. I'll let y'all listen in for a little while.
CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo on the Battleship North Carolina Museum Ships Weekend. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo on the Battleship North Carolina Museum Ships Weekend. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo on the Battleship North Carolina Museum Ships Weekend. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo on the Battleship North Carolina Museum Ships Weekend. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. Whiskey Alpha 3 Charlie, Uniform Charlie, received U59 from the Battleship North Carolina. QSL?
It's always great to work that old battleship. You are 5 times.
Roger, thank you for participating with this North Carolina Museum's Ships Weekend. 73s.
73, have a great weekend.
CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. CQ, November India 4 Bravo Kilo. I am the Battleship North Carolina Museum Ships Weekend. I would love to come down.
Yeah, the three of us planned it out. Yeah.
Also, for the guest operator program, when you come down and operate the ship, we give you a little certificate to commemorate the operations. You can put it behind glass and put it on the wall if you want.
I would go up on my lovely wall.
Nice picture of the battleship.
Are we infringing on somebody else's?
No, man, they moved in like 10 years after we started. So,
We got a time right though. If you come in July, you go to spec.
That's why I was fixing to say, we need to work like you guys out in the fall.
How often do you do it? I mean, because I would probably be able to come down until probably about September, October time.
It totally varies based on who's asking stuff. They're not kicking down the door. They come about, let's say on average, we get a request about once every month. Maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe a request once every 6 or 7 weeks. But like I said, as long as we have enough lead time, even sometimes somebody will reach out and say, hey, I'm going to be in Wilmington tomorrow. Can I operate off the ship? Most of the time we've been able to pull it off. There have been a few times where we just couldn't get schedules to align. So the more lead time we have, the more likely it is that
Would it be more easier during the weekend?
it's,
That's probably
in
about
terms of availability, yes, but some of our members are retired, I'm semi-retired, although my time is getting more of a premium these days, but weekends would be easier to guarantee that somebody would be available to be on the ship to get you out.
That'd be easier for me anyway, since I work.
Well, that's what I was saying. If you could get a weekend off and probably try to plan it where it's probably not too hot.
Yeah, it needs to be in the fall.
The fall time.
Their November 4 station. November 4, again, please. Nothing heard. This is November India 4 Bravo Kilo NI4BK, the Battleship North Carolina for Museum Ships Weekend, calling CQ40, November India 4 Bravo Kilo, calling CQ 40 meters and standing by.
Kilo Delta 4, Quebec, Mike Sierra. Copy.
Roger. Kilo Delta 4 Quebec Mike Sierra. You're a beautiful 5'9" on board Battleship North Carolina.
Alrighty. Yeah, I've got you about a 5'3". What kind of setup do you have there?
We're running an Elecraft K3 suite with the Battleship's original antennas and antenna wiring.
55, copy.
Roger the 55, sir. I hope you have a great day, and 73, happy hunting.
There's a lot of noise on the fan. Come back with me one more time.
Roger, I agree with a lot of noise, sir. This is November India 4 Bravo Kilo. Thank you very much for the contact. Kilo Delta 4, Queen Mary Sierra. I hope you have a great day in 73, sir.
Roger, roger. Enjoy your afternoon. It's a great day to be out there.
Your lips to God's ears, sir. Have a great Museum Ships Weekend, 73.
7-3.
This is November India 4 Bravo Kilo. North Carolina Battleship activating for Museum Ships Weekend and standing by. Alright guys, been a long day so far. It's like 7 p.m. We still have 3 hours to go. I'm going to show you how we get down to the Radio Room Central. Right now I'm currently just entered, so this is actually the exit if you're taking the tour, and that's where you'll come in the main door if you come on the ship. Here's the gang ramp walking onto the boat now. You come up the ship, there's the aft fantail. There's downtown Wilmington, the beautiful skyline. I personally prefer it over any other in the world. There's Matt NZ1F. Sorry, my camera lens is still scratched. So there's this door. This is a non-tour door. Normally this staircase is chained off. This is flight 1 of stairs going below deck. This is the berthing area. Walk through here. Old bathroom. And you can see we're kind of, these yellow signs with blue arrows indicate the tour route. However, we just kind of side skip a couple tours and we kind of go in a shortcut to get to where we need to go. So we just passed the offices on board the ship. That's where some of the ship's employees actually work, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or so. Once we pass through this watertight hatch, hey look, there's Matt again. We're gonna come down the stairs. And this is gonna lead us into the machine room. There's no air conditioning on board, so there's you might hear some fans. It's pushing fresh air from outside in. Another shortcut down the tour. And this stairwell has very narrow tread stairs. Now we're into a bunch of fire control stuff and radar receiving rooms. Coming around this corner, and this is the exact midship of the boat. That's a giant compass. And now we're starting in Radio Room Central. Here's 40 meters like we've shown you before. And here's 20 meters like you've seen before. That's the tour. Alrighty guys, just wanted to give you a heads up. I set the camera down directly in front of a oscillating fan. The radio rooms are about 80 to 85 degrees depending on the point of the day. I didn't think about it being directly in front of the fan until it was too late, but I did want to get some footage of the two Jeffs working together. One is our club president in the orange shirt. He's Jeff, K4JEL, and the person in the back of the frame, he is also Jeff, and his call sign is W4BIX. But I wanted some video footage of those two operating together, and they're on 20 meters, and they were having okay luck, not the best of luck. This was kind of in a lull in 20 meters on Saturday, but things were going okay for what it was. All right, guys, we're operating 20 meters, 40 meters today on board the Battleship. See, there's the fake people. Here's the 20-meter room. NC1F is operating, K4JEO is logging, and there's W4BIX. He's observing, he's one of our club members. I'm gonna go show you, we're operating CW right now. A couple of our members are in the 40-meter room, operating CW. So we're gonna be quiet because they need to listen to the beeps just like we need to listen to the tone on sideband. So check them out. Wanted to do a little break-in voiceover here. In the background, you might have seen me step in, and I was talking to Mike, NI2S, who's in the background in the red shirt, and that is Bob, another one of our club members, and I'll get his call sign for you later. But I was asking about the straight key versus the two keys, the electric keys, and Bob prefers to use the straight key. And for me, as somebody who does not know code or know how to do code, it was fascinating to see somebody use a straight key. It was the first time I've seen it. I've seen people use the 2-button keys. I think they're called electric keys. And they are absolutely neat as well. But this one was really cool to watch Bob use it. A little more traditional to the age of the ship as well. Now, what was that they said?
He gave us the signal report of 579. Or was it 58? Yeah, 579. That's all he said. It was 579 in Maryland, MD.
Nice. And then, can you explain what the 579 means instead of just 59?
What's the third character? Signal strength.
Charge to readability, signal strength, or tone.
There you go. Signal strength, readability, and tone.
Okay.
So 599 means you're top. 579 means you're not quite as strong. The 7 is the signal strength.
Right. So the signal, like a 579 is not quite as strong as the signal, but I can read you well, and that your tone pitch is coming in really well as well. Okay, cool. It's really neat. Right over my head, really neat. I've got a computer that does it. Does that count?
Yes.
Okay. Alright guys, now that we've watched the whole video, if you made it this far, thank you. How about hitting the like button and the subscribe button? Shameless plug, lets me know whether or not you enjoyed the content or not. If you didn't enjoy it and it's not your thing, that's fine. Leave me a note. Let me know what you would like to see more of, whether it's gear reviews, radio reviews, more POTA activations, more how to setups or whatnot. You just let me know. So the tally for this weekend, our ship, Battleship North Carolina, operating the call sign November India 4 Bravo Kilo, NI4BK, the original ship's call sign from the war. We had 1,017 contacts. Out of that 1,017 contacts, we contacted 57 countries, 45 states, and 16 other ships, which is really good considering the ban conditions and our operating limitations. So our operating capacity on the battleship itself is limited to 20 and 40 meters, and anything else other than that we have to do remotely outside of the ship, whether we operate from the deck, the parking lot, or the pavilion. That's how we get on other bands other than 20 and 40. So the band conditions, if any of y'all participated this weekend or did any kind of parks on the air stuff or just had great rag chews, you know that the band conditions weren't great. So having over 1,000 contacts with an average of 2.5 stations open during our operational periods, we are elated with it. If the band conditions were what they could have been, we easily would have had 3,000 or 4,000 contacts with how much we operated. I would personally like to thank the members of the Azalea Amateur Radio Club, particularly Mike, November India 2 Sierra. He is our battleship coordinator, so any events involving the battleship, he is the liaison for, and he coordinates the event. Without him, it wouldn't have been possible. Without the great members of our club coming and operating, it certainly wouldn't have been possible. On Saturday for the event, we hosted 2 other amateur radio clubs out of the Fayetteville, North Carolina area, the Cape Fear Amateur Radio Club and the Sandhills area Amateur Radio Club. And those 2 clubs came down. In total, they brought with them, I think, 9 people that operated, and then we had 2 non-club affiliated members that showed up and operated as well. I would like to personally thank all of y'all for that. Without y'all helping, we would have been some worn out people. Thanks for everybody that helped set up, that helped talk on the radios, that helped break down, that brought food, that brought drinks. If you participated with us in any form, we appreciate it. And especially thanks to those of y'all that called into our station. Without y'all trying to find ships, we would have had no reason for the event. I've linked in the last little bit of the video with some mapping. It's pretty crazy what 17 meters was doing, what 12 meters was doing, and 10 meters were doing. Absolutely insane. I wish we could have had those bands on the ship. I feel like we would have had some absolutely wonderful contacts, but it is what it is. That's kind of the hand we're dealt with on the ship, and that's fine. We love it, and we wouldn't take it for granted. Hopefully in 2024, we'll have more people, more operators, more stations on the air, and it'll be a better event all the way around because we always look to improve. Anyway, I'm Justin, KQ4 CIA. Thanks again for watching at 73.